96.1 ODZ, Central New York's greatest hits. This guy is actually no stranger to the public eye, but he's here in my studio here this morning. His name is Richard Mathy, and you might have seen him on TV. Richard, what's your TV experience?
Oh, back in 2007, I had a brief little stint on a little show known as The Bachelorette.
Yeah, you gave her a stone from Utica, right?
Oh, yes, very good.
What was that? What was that about?
Well, the producers wanted me to give something that was representative of who I was and where I was from. A Herkimer Diamond was not only who I was and where I was from.
That's cool, man. Nice little Utica touch there.
Absolutely. Yeah. Actually, the Herkimer Diamond people contacted me afterwards and had me come down, and I have like a lifetime membership there now.
Of course, yeah. You give them a national plug like that. I mean, come on.
Absolutely.
So you're in here to plug something else, though. What brought you in today?
We are trying to launch a nano brewery in the Old Forge region.
Okay, so what's a nano brewery as opposed to like something like we know from down there on Varick Street?
Kind of the talk is if you're below a 7-barrel system, it's a nano brewery. It's a very small scale.
Like a mom and pop kind of thing?
Yeah, a very small scale operation.
So why Old Forge? I mean, I can't even remember that there's even any breweries up there, is there?
Well, it kind of started with the Adirondacks. My best friend who was starting the company with me, Justin Staskeiwicz, we met in 1998 camping at Racket Lake. They were from the Buffalo region.
And you're from Sequoia?
I'm from Sequoia region. So this past year, my buddy Justin graduated from college. He has an engineering degree. And I said, that's awesome, man. What are you going to do with it? And he looks at me and he goes, I think we should open a brewery. And I was like, all right, whatever, dude. Like, how many people have not had those days? Yeah. Like, we should open a brewery. So the idea kind of came to fruition, and I went back and I did some research on the Old Forge area. And since the Adirondacks meant so much to us and has given so much to us, we figured this is almost a way to give back to the Old Forge region and bringing back some new tourism and some new excitement to the area.
And some real Adirondack brew.
We actually have one beer recipe we make where we actually use pine needles in the hopping process from the Adirondacks themselves.
That's great. Kind of like a pine aroma to it, at least?
It does have a pine aroma. It's called our fireside. It's got a pine aroma and a smoky taste to it. So it kind of
cool.
Like you're sitting by the fireside in an Adirondack camp.
So you need some help to get to where you want to be with this brewery, right? So you got a Kickstarter campaign going?
Yeah, right now we have a Kickstarter campaign going because we are looking to build some excitement around it, and we want to be able to offer people a chance to, make a pledge towards us and in return get some really cool items back, like a mug that's going to hang in the brewery with your name on it forever.
Oh, so you walk in and
there's your mug.
Oh, that's cool.
There's packages where you can get a stool, and we've already made the promise that if you have pledged the stool with your name on it, you come in and anybody sitting in your stool,
you have to take
they're gone.
Them out.
They got to go. We have,
That's awesome.
We've got even small things like simple $5 pledge, brewery sticker, a mention from us, a follow from us. We also have very high-end stuff where you can spend the weekend with us brewing, going snowmobiling, going skiing, or if it's in the summer, going tubing, going hiking, one of the 4-6s. We really just want to make the opportunity for anybody that wants to get involved in any level, there's something for you.
Right. So for those that don't understand what Kickstarter is, it's a crowdsourced funding campaign that you can donate any amount of money, from pocket change all the way up through hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars even. And so there's different prizes associated with each of your donations. That's what you're talking about, Rich.
Absolutely. It's instantly tangible rewards.
Right. So where are you brewing now? I mean, you don't have a location yet, right?
Right now we're doing all our test batches in Buffalo, but we really wanted to look for a place that had a little bit more meaning to us. And when we started kicking around ideas, the Old Forge region really was everything we wanted to be.
Well, that's great because we all like going up to Old Forge. But Richard, you brought in some beer with you, as a matter of fact, for us to taste test on the air. We're going to be right back with Richard Mathy and taste testing one of his brews next. Right now, details of that Keith James All-Star Band. 96.1 ODZ, Central New York's greatest hits journey there with open arms. Good morning, Keith James hanging out with you. 7:33 on a partly cloudy Friday with 64 on the thermometer. In studio with me, hanging out with me, is Mr. Richard Mathy, formerly of The Bachelorette from 2007, and now he's got an awesome, crazy idea he's trying to pull off with a buddy of his. I mean, we love going up north and vacationing, and there's everything from, everything you can possibly do up north when you go up there, except there is no Old Forge Brewery. So Rich wants to fix it up with his buddy Justin, and they've got a Kickstarter campaign going so that you can help them get this thing rolling by at least this spring. So, Rich, how can we help you out?
If you go to Kickstarter.com and search Fulton Chain Craft Brewery, or actually I think if you just search Fulton will be the first link that pops up.
Okay.
You'll see our little video there from Richard Mathy and Justin Staskeiwicz, and the little explanation of who we are, the different beers we have to offer, as well as the different packages that you can choose from to donate to.
You're an amazing guest because you actually brought beer in with you today.
I brought our Lake Hopper. Lake Hopper is a high alcohol beer. It's about 7.75%.
That's more than like Molson Ice or something like that.
Yeah, those beers are usually around like 4 or 5%. This is a little bit more. This is about.
What are you going to do to me, man? I still got a show to do after
I know. Well, people will know what the show sounds like afterwards. Especially
this
if you really
is
like
Keith
it.
on Fulton, right?
So this is actually named Lake Hopper because we hop it with 8 different hops. Each hop represents one of the lakes on the Fulton Chain. For those that aren't familiar with the Fulton Chain of lakes, it's first lake through 8th Lake, which starts in Old Forge and ends all the way up past almost to Racket Lake. It's kind of the idea of the brewery is that everything surrounds the Adirondack region, or at least stories that we have from camping.
Should we jump in? Do you have some for yourself, too?
I absolutely do.
Of course, you can't see it, but we actually have red Solo cups.
Yeah, little tiny one. We'll shout out to the Solo company.
There you go. All right, so the Lake Hopper.
If you take a nice whiff of it, you'll see it's got a nice citrusy aroma there.
Oh, yeah, it does. Almost like a Blue Moon or something like that with the orange in there.
A little bit, and then tell me what you think after you take a sip.
All right, okay. Cheers. It's got a little bit of a bite to it.
It's heavily hopped, but you wouldn't know that because the high alcohol tones back the flavors of the hops.
It's not a bitter bite.
We kind of mix and match the differences between ones with high alpha acids and that kind of get a different flavor combination. And what time we put the hops in will dictate whether we're getting more flavor or we're getting more aroma out of the hop.
Okay, well, I'm not a huge beer connoisseur, man, but there's a lot of flavor in this for sure.
Because we use a really simple all-grain method to extract sugars out for the fermenting process.
And it's definitely got some sweetness in there, too, as far as I could tell.
A little bit of sugar probably left over from the yeast.
Awesome. The Lake Hopper.
The Lake Hopper. You got it.
So what else do you offer down there? Would you like to offer once you get yourself going?
The brewery is actually going to be under the Farmers Brew Law, so all the hops and majority of all our ingredients are going to be coming from New York State. So it's going to be a true New York State beer. We've actually contacted some hop farmers in the central New York region, so the hops are basically going to be coming from here. It's going to be a tasting room, so you'll be able to buy a pint right there to drink. You'll be able to buy growlers, kegs. We'll have merchandise, bottle openers, koozies. We hope to, host bands and stuff up there. It's a great region. A couple places we're looking at are big enough for us to expand out and grow. And we're going to start with a 30-mile radius distribution to different bars and restaurants. We've worked with a couple restaurants up there that have already shown interest after doing some tastings. From where we grow from there, it really depends on how much people like our beer and how hard we work, I guess.
Well, I like it, Rich, and it's not just because you're on the air with me here, but this is good. So thank you so much for bringing it by.
You could be drinking this all day.
Yeah. If you leave the bottle, that would be awesome. And then I'll have to answer for that later. But
probably.
You have a Dunkin' Donuts cup. If you want to let me have that, I'll probably put it in there to disguise it or something. So
that we all did in college.
Exactly, right? Richard, Matthew, thank you so much for coming by, and good luck with the Kickstarter campaign. I would love to see a brewery up in Old Forge.
All right, thanks for having us. And like I said, we really look forward to people jumping on board. And if you can't donate anything, we still look forward to seeing you next summer.
Oh, definitely will. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
All right. So once again, it's called the Fulton Chain Craft Brewery. Hopefully getting started here in just a few months at the up in Old Forge once the snow melts. And Richard, Mathy, thanks for stopping on by. He's your person of the day, person of interest today. Enter his name online at 961WODC.com for a chance to win, an awesome Syracuse football package that we got for you. There's a limo, tickets to the game, to stay in a hotel, La Quinta Inns and Suites to be exact. And, that's not all. Also dinner at Stampede Steakhouse. So we just want to have some fun, and Richard Mathy's name could help you do that. You didn't know that, did you, Rich? So jump online, 961WODC.com to figure all of that out. And, of course, we're going to put this interview up. If you happen to miss any portions of it, we'll have it up there, a YouTube video for you as well. Weather and 10cc's next on 96.1.